first time I heard about this place, I was reading somewhere where it said that Stowe is the cutest small town in the state.
Wow.
And I think that's true so far from what I'm seeing. This is a pretty sweet looking church. Like I've said already, Vermont just has a feeling like it's back in time. Traveling back in time. I like it here. So, you're a fan of the sound of music, but have you tasted the sound of music? Here in Stowe, Vermont, is the Von Trapp Brewery. Owned and started in the 2000s by the youngest son of Maria and the Baron. We're gonna go have us some Austrian food, not beer, because you know us, that's our style. We'll have to see if it's yummy. At long last, it's time to eat. Melissa, what'd you get?
Chicken schnitzel.
Chicken schnitzel, and the eggs are grown here at the Von Trapp family farm. I got 3 different kinds of sausage.
There's some potatoes.
I've died and gone to meat heaven. I've tried all 3 already. They're all good. Knockwurst, bratwurst, bauernwurst. These are just a few of my favorite things. How's the chicken schnitzel, Melissa?
Fantastic. I don't usually like coleslaw, sauerkraut, or like, what is this? I can't remember, cabbage. I don't like cabbage or sauerkraut, but they have really good cabbage and sauerkraut. This is the Family Trapp Lodge, where the Von Trapp family established a place to stay because the Vermont hillside reminded them of Austria.
A little of Austria, a lot of Vermont. Made it to Ben & Jerry's, just a few miles south of Stowe, Vermont. We can't go on the tour of the factory right now, which is sad. That would be really fun. But what they do have here for us to see is the Flavor Graveyard, which we're headed to now. Ben & Jerry's Flavor Graveyard. One of my favorite things about Ben & Jerry's that kind of sets them apart from other ice creams is their sweet names. Let's check some of them out. Vermonty Python, Wavy Gravy, Turtle Soup, Fossil Fuel with Fudge Dinosaurs. You get the point. A lot of, oh my goodness, sweaty balls. Oh, no wonder they discontinued that one. Inspired by the classic SNL sketch. Oh, that's great. This flavor actually had whiskey in it. That's crazy. I think this is the hottest day we've had on this trip. So I have earned this ice cream with my pure sweat. What flavor did you get?
Milk and cookies.
I got coconut 7-layer bar. Vermont's finest. Antique. Melissa's favorite thing. Huh.
Oh, are you for me? What?
Look at all these records.
Oh my goodness, this is where you Oh, cool.
Printing letters.
Yeah, there's a semicolon.
We've made it to Goldbrook Bridge, also known as Emily's Bridge. The legend is that a young woman named Emily, many decades ago, waited for her lover under this bridge. They were to elope together. And when he never came, she threw herself to her death. And to this day, people will report creepy things happening here because she still haunts it. But in my personal opinion, there's no creepy vibes here. It's just pretty as heck.
Whoa! That hit the rock on the other side.
We're headed now to Moss Glen Falls. Very close to Stowe. A little off the beaten path though. There are a few other people here, but not many. These are some peaceful woods.
You coming?
Mm-hmm. Woo! There's a pretty good path down to the bottom of the falls, though I admit it's a little treacherous. We're managing to do it okay. Woo! How about that? We came, we saw the falls, we enjoyed it. It's about a half mile one way,
Yep.
I guess a mile round trip. And it's starting to get dark, so that's our cue to go home and rest for the evening. Tomorrow morning, we'll be heading to New Hampshire, but we've still got 1 or 2 stops here in Vermont along the way. This morning we are on our way to New Hampshire, but we decided to stop at Montpelier, the capital of Vermont. I gotta say, it's lovely.
Lots of beautiful churches.
We'll show you in the capital in a minute. Something I noticed is, just like New Hampshire, they've got granite curbs in Vermont in a lot of places. And although New Hampshire is known as the granite state, Vermont has the biggest granite quarry in the country. So, not that it's a competition, but if it were, Vermont would be giving New Hampshire a run for its money. We had us some delicious breakfast at the Skinny Pancake. And now we've come to Hubbard Park. We made the mistake of walking here because we didn't realize how hilly it would be. A lot of uphill. But I'm hoping the view will pay off. Here's Hubbard Tower. Let's see if we can climb it and get a view. Wow.
I don't see it. It's still really cool though. Here, get up there and see.
Oh man. I really thought we would have a view of the Capitol building from here.
The trees
Not
just
so.
encompass everything.
Yep, those trees obstruct all. Nevertheless, it is a beautiful view. You can see mountains in the distance.
Yeah.
Whew, and we got our leg workout for the day, so that's a plus. There she blows. Vermont's Capitol building. It's beautiful. Standing at the top is a statue of Ceres, the goddess of agriculture and fertility. A fitting reminder that farmers' crops keep this nation and everyone in it alive. Any final thoughts about Vermont before we leave, Melissa?
It's pretty. I'd probably want to come back when it's not COVID.
And during the fall, when the leaves are
during the
colorful.
fall.
We almost left before getting ourselves some maple creamees,
Ooh, it's good.
aka maple soft serve ice cream. Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's really good. I'm just taking
Perfect
a picture
thing.
of mine because, you know, I'm a psycho.
perfect thing for a sunny day. Courtesy of Bragg Farm Sugar House, East Montpelier. Display model of a sap boiler. Kind of sweet. And this must be where the good stuff comes out.
Oh, look, there's sap spouts in front of you. Right over there.
Mmm. We have come to see a special place in New Hampshire, the Frost Place. Where Robert Frost himself lived. It's a bit closed due to COVID-19. I checked their website, and even though you can't go inside of the home when it's closed, you can still go along the trails that they have. This is where he lived. This is the porch where he might sit and look out at that view. And wax poetic. My, what a lovely little forest walk. Punctuated with poems.
Hey, it's the one we were talking about.
Ah, yes. This is his most famous one, I think. The road not taken. Two roads diverged in the yellow wood. Sorry I could not travel both. Be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could, where it bent in the undergrowth. We made it back to the house. It's nice and short and sweet. The whole trail maybe took us 20 minutes with stopping to read the poems.
Yep.
So it's a nice place to stop by. It's got a sentimental feeling. We are walking the Flume Gorge Trail in Franconia Notch State Park, New Hampshire. We got held up for a couple hours because we got a flat tire.
Yep.
But everything worked out. And now we're out enjoying some more nature. I have to show you a sweet mushroom. tea. We don't have these back home. Not really. So it's always exciting for me when I find a big old mushroom in the forest. Maybe I'm weird for that. There she blows. Pemmicawaset Bridge. 1886. So, how lovely. So apparently this was formed from a molten lava dike pushing through the granites, and now all that's left is the granites. Ooh. Wow. Melissa says she's not sure if we're in New Hampshire or South America right now.
I'm confused.
As you can see, it's a little crowded. I guess this is why they're doing reservations only. Yay, COVID. Check out this bridge. It's got the au natural look going on. Oh, let's not die. Oh yeah, that's a good view. Okay, this has got to be the nicest view we've had yet on this Flume Gorge walk. It's called The Pool. For some odd reason.
It's pretty cooly.
I just like that it has the covered bridge above the river in the back. You know what's weird about this trip is I feel nostalgic about places that I'm seeing for the first time. Is that weird?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Check out this sweet carriage that they have on display by the gift shop. We are in Gorham, New Hampshire. It's a beautiful evening, and we're not enjoying it. We're in here instead doing our laundry. When you're out and about for 2 weeks, you gotta stop and do laundry so that you can still fit all your clothes on carry-on. And we are preparing to go to Maine tomorrow. We tried to go drive up Mount Washington tonight here in New Hampshire, and it was closed at 6:30 p.m. We were sad. And we found out it costs $45 to go up. So we might still go in the morning, but gosh, that's so much money just to drive on a road.
Well, they charge per car. You pay $35 with a car and a driver, and then an additional adult is $10 in the car.
Yeah, so like live free or die, more like pay up or die. We like Utah because you don't have to pay for these things.
It's very unusual to pay to go up a mountain. Here I am across the country paying to go up a mountain when I live among the mountains.
And there's our laundry. Well, here we are. It's the morning, and we decided to cough up the money so we can drive up Mount Washington. Because that fear of missing out, it's a real thing. And so far it's nice. It's a nice drive. We'll show you the top when we get there. This is going to be a very windy video because I've We've arrived at the summit. It's a bit chilly, not gonna lie. And it's definitely a bit foggy. Let's see what we can see up here.
We're just chilling in the clouds, that's all.
Here's the famous weather station. This wind right now is no weak sauce either.
Losing visibility because of my glasses?
Yeah, your glasses steamed up.
It is the steam of my body. Okay. It got worse.
I feel like I'm laying in the Gerudo desert and I need the lens of truth to find the way. We found shelter in the visitor center on top. Look at these gorgeous views. Like the summit right over here. Well, we're stopping at the viewpoints on the way down because we couldn't see much at all from up top. You can see more now. We're just starting to get below the clouds. What do you think, Melissa?
I think I wanted to hold out there and see if maybe it cleared out because there'd be big gusts of wind that would like hide little spots of blue. But then Chris said a sign said that 300 days out of the year is foggy, so we couldn't wait around for that to see if this day was going to be